Have you ever considered that something as simple as your hygiene routine could affect how long and how well you live? As we age, our immune system naturally weakens. This means that even small habits, like overlooking certain areas during daily washing, can have a bigger impact on our health than we might realize. Infections, inflammation, and more serious illnesses can sometimes start in the most unexpected places. In today's video, we'll gently highlight 5 areas of the body that older adults should pay special attention to. These spots are often forgotten, but caring for them can help you stay healthier, more comfortable, and possibly even extend your life. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being thoughtful. Your body has carried you through many seasons, and a little extra care can go a long way. Be sure to stay with me until the end because the final tip is something almost everyone forgets, and it just might make the biggest difference. If this kind of mindful, supportive content speaks to you, feel free to subscribe and click the bell so we can keep exploring ways to live better, together. Let's get started. Number 1. The belly button, a forgotten little hollow with big health impacts. Here's a part of the body most of us never think twice about, the belly button. It's easy to overlook. After all, it's small, it doesn't move, and it doesn't seem to do anything. But this tiny hollow in the center of your abdomen can quietly collect sweat, dead skin cells, lint, and bacteria, especially if it's not cleaned regularly. Over time, that buildup can lead to unpleasant odors, irritation, and even infection. In fact, doctors have found that the belly button, because it's recessed and often moist, can harbor over 60 different types of bacteria. For older adults, whose skin may be more delicate and whose immune systems aren't as strong as they once were, neglecting this area can result in redness, itching, or even a condition called omphalitis, a minor infection that can become uncomfortable if left untreated. Let me share the story of Joanne, a vibrant 75-year-old who loved staying active. She took good care of her health, ate well, walked every morning, and kept a tidy home. But she had never once thought about cleaning her belly button. One day she began to notice an itchy sensation in that area. Upon closer inspection, she found a bit of redness and a faint odor. A visit to her doctor confirmed it. Bacteria had built up over time. With a bit of gentle cleaning each day, the issue cleared up, but it reminded her that even the smallest places deserve attention. So how can you care for this forgotten part of your body? During your bath or shower, use a soft washcloth or cotton swab with warm, soapy water to gently clean inside your belly button. Be sure to rinse and dry it thoroughly, especially if you have a deeper navel, as moisture can become trapped more easily. If you notice any persistent redness, swelling, or discharge, check in with your doctor, just to be safe. It only takes a moment, but giving your belly button a little attention is another way to honor your body and protect it, because every part of you matters. Number 2. Behind the ears, a quiet corner that deserves care. It's easy to assume that washing our face means we've cleaned everything around it, but there's one small area many people forget, just behind the ears. At first glance, it may not seem important, but this overlooked spot, nestled in the soft folds between scalp and neck, can become a quiet hiding place for sweat, oil, dirt, and bacteria. And over time, this buildup can lead to irritation, unpleasant odors, or even infections, especially for those of us in our later years. As we age, our skin naturally becomes thinner, drier, and more sensitive. The grooves and creases behind the ears provide a moist, enclosed environment where bacteria and fungi thrive. If you wear glasses, hearing aids, or even face masks, moisture can become trapped in this area, increasing the risk of skin irritation. Sometimes people notice a faint but persistent odor behind their ears, a mix of natural oils, old skin cells, and sweat. It's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, it's more common than you might think. But it is a quiet reminder that the skin there could use a little extra care. There's also a skin condition known as seborrheic dermatitis, which often shows up behind the ears and along the hairline. It can look like dry, flaky skin or redness, and it's sometimes mistaken for simple dryness. But if left unattended, it can cause itchiness, soreness, and chronic discomfort. One gentleman I once met, Walter, 74, wore glasses every day. He took good care of himself overall, but never gave a second thought to the area behind his ears. One day he noticed an itch that didn't go away. Later, a mirror revealed red, irritated skin, and a light infection had begun. With regular washing and drying, it could have easily been prevented. So what can we do? Gently wash behind your ears each day just like you would your face or neck. A soft washcloth or your fingertips with warm water and mild soap will do the trick. Rinse thoroughly, and make sure to dry the area well, especially if you've worn glasses, masks, or hearing aids that day. If you notice persistent flaking, redness, or itchiness, don't hesitate to speak to your doctor or a dermatologist. Sometimes, a simple cream or cleanser is all that's needed. This small act of attention is more than a hygiene tip. It's a way of honoring the body you've lived in for decades. A gentle touch behind the ears might only take a few seconds, but it speaks volumes. It says, "I see you. I care. You're worth taking care of." In the quiet corners of our body, and the quiet moments of our routine, we find opportunities to love ourselves a little more, and to protect the well-being we've worked so hard to preserve. If this message speaks to you, feel free to comment number 2 below. And if you haven't yet, I warmly invite you to subscribe and turn on the bell. We're building a space here for wisdom, encouragement, and care, because every season of life deserves to be lived with dignity, health, and joy. Now let's move forward, together. Number 3. Under the fingernails, a hidden but vital detail. We all know how important it is to wash our hands. It's one of the first lessons we learn as children, and one of the first habits we're reminded to keep as we age. But there's a tiny detail we often forget: under the fingernails. This small space might seem insignificant, but it can quietly collect dirt, bacteria, and even dangerous microbes. And if left uncleaned, these can be transferred to food, your mouth, or open cuts, potentially leading to infection. For older adults whose immune systems may no longer be quite as robust, this can become more than just a nuisance. It can become a genuine health risk. Think about your day. How many things do your hands come into contact with? From doorknobs and shopping carts to garden tools, pet fur, or your own face, germs can find their way beneath your nails and stay there unless we make an effort to clean them out. One of the most overlooked problems is fungal infections, which thrive in warm, moist environments. When nails are neglected, especially if they're not trimmed regularly, fungus can grow unnoticed beneath the surface. The result? Nails that become yellowed, thickened, or brittle. It might start as a mild irritation, but left untreated, it could turn into a stubborn condition that requires professional care. Let me share a story, not uncommon and perhaps familiar to many. Elaine, a 76-year-old who loved tending to her roses, always washed her hands after spending time in her garden. But she didn't give much thought to the soil beneath her nails. Weeks later, she noticed a tenderness at her fingertips, followed by swelling and discomfort. A doctor's visit revealed that bacteria trapped beneath her nails had caused a skin infection. Thankfully, it was treated in time, but it could have been avoided with just a few extra seconds of attention. So how can we take better care? Use a soft nail brush or an old toothbrush, paired with warm soapy water. Gently scrub under each nail, especially after gardening, cooking, or cleaning. Trim your nails regularly to reduce the space where dirt and bacteria can hide. If arthritis or limited mobility makes it hard to clean your nails, don't hesitate to ask for help from a caregiver, family member, or even a gentle electric nail brush designed for easy grip. It may seem like a small act, but giving a little more care to your nails is really about something greater. Honoring your health, protecting your independence, and treating your body with kindness. In this season of life, every gentle habit we build is a quiet act of self-respect. And when it comes to your hands, the tools you've used to create comfort and connect, it's worth every moment of care. Number 4. Your feet, the foundation of your freedom. Our feet, often taken for granted, have carried us through a lifetime of journeys. From our first steps as children to the miles walked through careers, families, and adventures, they've quietly supported us. And yet, for many of us, our feet are one of the most neglected parts of our body, especially when it comes to daily care. As we grow older, this oversight becomes more than cosmetic. It becomes a matter of health. With age, circulation tends to slow, the skin on our feet becomes thinner and more delicate, and our body's ability to fight off infections isn't what it once was. That's why daily foot hygiene is not just about staying clean, it's about protecting our mobility, our comfort, and our independence. One of the most common problems for older adults is fungal infections, which flourish in warm, damp environments, like between the toes or under toenails that are seldom washed or dried properly. Without daily attention, this can lead to athlete's foot, thickened or discolored nails, and even more serious infections. And let's not overlook the toenails themselves. If not cleaned and trimmed regularly, nails can become brittle, thick, and more prone to painful ingrown nails or bacterial infections that take longer to heal in aging bodies. For seniors living with diabetes or circulation issues, the stakes are even higher. A small cut, a bit of dryness, or an unnoticed sore can quickly escalate into something serious, sometimes requiring extensive medical treatment. I'm reminded of a gentleman named Harold, 79, who enjoyed his daily walks around the neighborhood. But he rarely looked at his feet, assuming they were fine. One summer, a small blister went unnoticed. Because of reduced sensation, he didn't feel how serious it had become until infection had set in. It took several weeks of care, and a great deal of worry, to heal. If he had checked and gently washed his feet each day, the issue might have been caught early. So how can we give our feet the care they deserve? Wash your feet daily with warm water and mild soap. Take a moment to clean between your toes, where moisture can get trapped. Dry them thoroughly, especially in those hard-to-reach spaces between the toes. Fungal growth thrives in moisture. Trim toenails regularly, and if reaching them is a challenge, don't hesitate to ask a family member, a caregiver, or a podiatrist for help. If flexibility is limited, a long-handled sponge or foot brush can be a helpful tool to make this process more comfortable and safe. These small acts of care are not just about preventing infections. They're about maintaining your freedom to walk, move, and live fully. When we take time to nurture our feet, we're honoring the path we've walked, and making sure we can keep walking forward. So if this message resonates with you, feel free to comment number 4 below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I warmly invite you to do so and turn on the bell, so we can keep sharing practical wisdom and uplifting insights together. Now, let's continue our journey with the next essential step toward health and longevity. Number 5. Hands, the trusted companions of a lifetime. Take a moment to look at your hands. They've worked hard, haven't they? They've held loved ones close, prepared countless meals, written letters, planted gardens, carried burdens, and comforted others in times of need. Our hands are among the most faithful tools we've ever known. But as much as they've given, they're also exposed, every single day, to a wide world of germs and bacteria. Door handles, grocery carts, coins and bills, public handrails, and even our mobile phones, all of these are touched by countless people, and all of them can carry viruses and harmful microbes. Every time our hands come into contact with these objects, we carry a little of that unseen world with us. When we're younger, our immune system works hard to shield us from harm. But as the years go by, that natural defense becomes gentler, slower. That's why washing your hands thoroughly and regularly becomes not just a habit, but a vital act of self-care. A quick rinse under water might feel like enough, but doctors remind us, it takes at least 20 seconds of scrubbing with soap to truly remove harmful bacteria. And here's something many forget. We often clean just our palms, but the backs of the hands, between the fingers, and under the nails are some of the most common places for germs to hide. Think for a moment, how often do you touch your face? Rub your eyes? Adjust your glasses or hearing aids? Every one of those actions is a doorway for bacteria to enter your body. Something as small as unwashed hands can become the beginning of a cold, or something more serious. Let me tell you about Raymond, a kind-hearted 72-year-old retired teacher. He ate well, exercised, and got plenty of rest, but he couldn't figure out why he kept catching colds. It wasn't until a routine doctor's visit that he realized the answer. He wasn't washing his hands thoroughly, especially after going out. Once he made hand-washing a mindful part of his day, before meals, after outings, after touching public surfaces, he noticed a real change. Fewer illnesses, more energy, better days. So, what does proper hand hygiene look like? Use warm water and soap, and scrub for at least 20 seconds. Don't forget the backs of your hands, between each finger and under the nails. Dry them well, germs love moisture. And do this especially after being in public places, before meals, and after touching your face. It may feel like a small act, but it's a powerful one. Taking care of your hands is about protecting your health, preserving your strength, and continuing to do the things you love. It's a quiet yet profound gesture of love toward yourself. Final thoughts. As we've shared today, taking a little extra time to care for specific parts of your body, your hands, your feet, behind your ears, under your nails, and even your belly button, is not just about staying clean. It's about honoring the life you've lived and the health you still have. These areas may seem small or easy to overlook, but each one plays a critical role in your overall well-being, especially as we age. Our skin becomes more delicate, our immune defense is a bit slower, and our need for gentle, intentional self-care even more important. By simply committing to regular hygiene in these often neglected places, you're doing something powerful. You're helping your body prevent discomfort, fight off infections, and stay strong for the days ahead. And perhaps most importantly, you're investing in your comfort, your mobility, and your independence. It doesn't take much. Just a few mindful moments each day. But over time, those moments add up. They add up to better days, fewer doctor visits, and more time spent doing what you love. Walking, laughing, holding hands with someone dear, or simply enjoying a morning cup of tea in peace. And remember this, it's never too late to begin. Whether these tips are new to you or a gentle reminder of things you already practice, know that every step forward matters. There's no age limit on forming healthier habits. The human body, like the human spirit, is always capable of renewal. Thank you for being here with us today. It means so much. If something you heard resonated with you, please leave a comment below. Let us know, what's one small change you plan to make in your routine? Your words not only help us grow, they inspire others too. If you found this video helpful, we warmly invite you to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us continue creating content that uplifts, informs, and gently reminds us all of the beauty in caring for ourselves. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You deserve it.